Jeremy, you told me several years ago that Mr. Billy was your mentor.
Right.
And I can see why you said that. I mean, he is Arkansas duck hunting tradition.
Exactly.
Family. You've got your daughter here. My daughter's here. This is what opening day is supposed to be like.
How long have they been running this old bus?
We've been running this bus probably for 15 years, maybe.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got some character. We joke about it being the short bus.
Yeah, I've heard all the short bus jokes.
Boys, we got them today. The killer's here.
Hey, I saw it.
I mean, but what does it mean to you?
Well, it used to mean, you know, hanging out with my buddies and going to shoot ducks. And now it's that I have kids and I have friends that have kids. It's more about bringing on that next generation and passing on my love for waterfowl to my daughter and my son when he gets old enough. And I know you passed that on to Caitlin as well. And, you know, Billy has passed it on to his son. And, you know, it's all about, you know, showing our love for this sport to the next generation, because if we don't, then, you know, we're going to get to where we can't do it anymore.
And how did Havoc calls come about to start with?
Well, we started in 2010. Then I went to Kansas City and met up with a couple other call makers and turned my first 2 duck calls up there with them. And come home and just started working through everything that I could do to learn how to work, you know, the workings of a call and everything. And a buddy of mine asked me if I would send him a couple, and he wanted to try them out. And so I sent them to him, and next thing I know, he calls me and says, well, man, I want to buy 10 of them for my wedding to give as gifts. And so I sold him 10 calls. And that's kind of how we got into, you know, selling calls, was from his initial order. I remember my daughter's first duck last year. And seeing her excitement and harvesting her first bird and going out there and picking up that bird, it, you know, I could care less about shooting them. Once, you know, she was happy, and, you know, that meant the world to me, you know, that she was enthused.
It came full circle at that point.
Yep.
You have passed down to her what you've learned over the years. Billy has passed down countless years of knowledge to people, not just his family, but people that you've met, Mr. Billy. I mean, I met you 3 years ago. Your stories and your knowledge has been a lot to me.
I appreciate that. Because one of these days we're not going to be here like me, you know.
But you'll forever live on in us.
Well, I hope so. That would be nice, yeah. Like my father still lives on with me, you know. He's gone, but those memories, they'll never fade as long as I can take a breath.
And you'll always, you know, it meant the world to you when it came full circle with Caitlin.
Yep.
Did you have fun this morning?
Quack.